Hi, my name is Charlie Lyons, and I wrote the play Confidential Informant. This piece actually comes from a TV pilot I wrote before doing the play lab, and I thought writing it as a play would hone it down to the core of what the conflict's really about. The whole idea of a confidential informant in law enforcement interests me because they're very vulnerable. They're very useful to law enforcement because they help them catch drug dealers and that type of thing, but it's very unregulated. So the CI is very at the mercy of the police officers or detectives often. So that aspect really interests me. And also, from working in the courts, I often see people come in with their kids or wives or husbands or whoever that's in their family that's battling addiction, and they've come into the court and had, say, their son arrested because he's addicted to a drug, and they're worried that he's going to hurt himself or somebody else. And it's a very difficult situation for the parents because they're actually having to have their kid locked up because of the drug problem, and so it's just very heartbreaking, actually. Having honed it down from the TV pilot, it's down to 3 speaking parts. And the 3 characters are Linda Patton, who's a detective in her 40s, and she has a son, Cal, who's in his early 20s, who's addicted to heroin. And then the third part is Erica Driscoll, who's also battling addiction, who crosses paths with Linda, the detective. And Linda ends up coercing Erica into being a confidential informant. And it's about what happens after that happens. Yes, definitely. There are actually scenes in the play that came directly out of the lab, came directly out of ideas that Marty had that gave us prompts to think about. There's a full scene, at least, that's directly from that. Marty's also excellent at listening to our readings that we do in the lab and honing in on what's important in that scene, what could be magnified, or what direction she sees it going in. So the play is far more developed from being in the lab, no doubt. Challenging, definitely. Marty gives us prompts to write about where we actually sit down and write there and write for, say, 20 minutes and then share what we came up with. Those scare me. But again, part of those prompts led to scenes that are actually in the play. So they've been fantastic. The other thing, also related to the prompts, is that people in the lab are fantastic about listening to what you've written, whether it's from the prompts or the pages you brought in that week. Everyone's very honest, I think, about what they think about the piece, where they think it could be better, what they like and what they don't. But it's always very supportive and always very positive. The key is to do it every day. You don't have to do it for long hours every day, but even an hour or 2 every day is the way to keep ideas flowing and the way to keep producing pages. So try to find an hour or 2 every day to do some writing. I love it, actually. I'm literally going through the process right now. The lab was fantastic. I've had one piece of mine go through a reading before this lab, but it's never been set up this way, where we are getting the actors together and it's basically a full production and it's just a table reading instead of a stage play. So it's been a fantastic experience to work with the director and work with the cast members, and I can't wait for the reading. Seeing the segment in May, I went to it last year. It was a fantastic experience. having part of my piece in there is going to be fantastic.